Hi guys, welcome to Across the Pond here on Vic and Vern Sports Show. My name is Vic and welcome to a fantastic show. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about a lot of things today because there's no NBA going on at the moment and the NHL are all playing in Europe and WNBA is in disarray and the NCAA basketball, well, March Madness is around the corner. And we did have something in NASCAR. Yes, Tyler Reddick did win the Daytona 500. But yeah, so we're going to look at how good was that All-Star game. What do you guys think about the All-Star game? We'll talk about that. But yeah, that's the topics for today. I'll leave them up there afterwards. I just want to put that out there. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button because we are on our way to 140,000, 1,300 short. So keep on liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification button. I've got no other pop-ups coming today. Nothing. I just want to talk basketball with you guys, and I want to talk NBA, WNBA, Winter Olympics has been fantastic. Got to talk about the Women's Winter Olympics as well. So yeah, there you go. But look, my thoughts on the NBA All-Star game. Look, I'm not a fan of this new format at all. I would have just preferred them to have Team World, Team USA, 4 quarters, go at each other. I mean, I think Wembanyama did the commission a favor because he came out, he wanted to play, he put the intensity into the game. But it's kind of sad that for the last 10, 15 years, I mean, the slam dunk competition is a joke. The three-point competitions was probably still the best thing there is because the real shooters are still attending it. The top players of the league are trying to win it. But I mean, look, slam competition. I mean, we brought street ballers and you brought everything in. It's just not working. People are not in. You're losing interest. Adam Silver, you've got to do something. You've got to do something. And I mean, the more you pay the players, the less they want to do. There's no correlation between. No, there is a correlation. The more you pay them, the less they do. I mean, everybody wants a supermax. Everybody. I mean, even during the season, they're taking off days, they're resting, they're tanking. It's become a problem and your product is becoming weak. People are starting to turn away and not watch the WNBA anymore. Listen here, I watch a lot of WNBA games and we do a lot of EuroLeague games. Are the EuroLeague players better than the NBA players? Definitely not. Let's be honest, they're not better. A lot of them could play in the NBA for sure. You've got a lot of good players in the EuroLeague. But what you do get in the EuroLeague is every single game is intense. You've got fantastic crowds. You've got fantastic atmosphere. You've got coaches coaching their asses off trying to win games. There's no resting of players. Only players that get rested are the ones that are really injured. Otherwise, everybody's playing all the time. It's competitive. It's interesting. The NBA, I mean, no one... Oh, God forbid they have to play back-to-back. It's like, oh, my Lord, you can't play back-to-back. I mean, when I started watching basketball in the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird era, back-to-backs was normal. You used to play 3 games in 4 nights sometimes. Play a back-to-back, get 1 night off, play another game. Now that's like blasphemy. God, that's something that the devil has brought upon you to play. And I mean, listen here, guys. It was 82 games back then. It's 82 games back now. The season was shorter in those days. You got a longer season now. You're spreading out the 82 games more and you're still complaining. I just don't understand this anymore. The product has got weaker. I mean, let's be honest. You don't run as much as you used to. The physicality is gone, so shouldn't be getting that much injured. All you ever do is shoot 3-point shots. I mean, that is basically the league. The league is basically a 3-point competition these days. I mean, the NBA has got to seriously look at their product. I think they've got to bring hand checking in for the defenses. I mean, the amount of players 3-4 step travels before the refs call anything. I mean, it's street ball. And basketball is not street ball. If you want to play street ball, go play street ball. Go pick up 3-on-3 games. Go to a street ball competition. There's certain rules in basketball. I think you've got to rein in the offense a little bit. I think the three-pointer, you've got to break the three-pointer a little bit. Have more games that are going down low into the low post. Because otherwise, I think people are just going to lose more and more interest in the NBA, and your product will become Your product's becoming like the WWE. At least they are honest and they're telling us, listen here, it's sports entertainment. It's not real. It's all fixed. The WNBA is I'm not saying it's fixed, but it's going in that direction. It's just like, oh, well, we want to watch a lot of guys shoot basketballs. But God forbid, you got to play tough-nosed defense or something like. I mean, defensive players in the NBA get screwed. They're getting screwed. Good defensive players are getting screwed by the rules. So I think it's time for the NBA to change some stuff. Look, I would can you imagine if you would change the rules? The next CBA is going to be interesting. I mean, we've got the CBA agreement going on there, the next collective bargaining agreement with the WNBA. The next men's CBA is going to be phenomenal because the owners are going to rebel against this. I mean, I'm paying players $60 million a year if I'm an owner, $60 million US a year, and they're playing 30, 40 games. I mean, I'll hand it to some of the superstars out there that come out and play as much as they can. But I mean, and I'm blaming all this, on Popovich. He started with this crap. He started with resting players and not taking them on road trips and all this shit. The Charles Barkleys, the Michael Jordans, the Scottie Pippens, the Magic Johnsons, the Larry Birds of this world, the Ewings, the Elijah Wands, the Shaqs, they didn't take nights off. They were tired. Maybe they didn't play so well, but they didn't take nights off. Now, I think the NBA salaries, you got to say, listen, it's an 82-game season. What do you want, 60 million? So that's around about 750,000 a game. All right. You play 82 games, you get your 60 million. You play 10% of the games less. You pay, let's say you play 12 games less or 10 games less or 8 games less. Well, then you get 10% less wages. I mean, come on. Where are we at here where players are getting the maximum? The players want max deals, but they're not doing maximum on the court anymore. It's ridiculous. And I sound like a bitter old 55-year-old man. It's got nothing to do with it. I think these players are phenomenal. I love their skill sets. I mean, you've got some great players out there. But just give us a product where we can see you appreciate the fans. Because there's no appreciation of the fans anymore. All we are is the cow that makes sure you guys get money by paying for NBA pass, paying for tickets at the games, paying for TV subscriptions, all this shit, buying your merch. We have become your cash cows. It's time it stops. It's time you people that are earning $60 million a year give something back to the game, play every game. I mean, I saw games this year. The Lakers, I think it was the Lakers against the Celtics, if I'm correct. You didn't play LeBron, you didn't play Luka Doncic, you didn't play Austin Reeves. But you expect families out there with their kids, let's say a father and a wife want to take their 2 kids to the basketball game. With the food, with the tickets, with the travel, let's say with the prices you are $1,000. I got to pay $1,000 to go watch a Lakers game against a Celtics game. And then I get to the stadium and I heard, well, no, LeBron's resting tonight. And so is Luka Doncic, and Austin Reeves has to rest too. I'm like, that's like going to the cinema, going to a DiCaprio movie, right? You know that Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, and I don't know, Al Pacino in this movie, right? It's been Billboard, beautiful movie. Those 3 superstars are in there. And maybe a good-looking actress as well, like Kate Beckinsale. They're all in the movie, right? Are you up for it? It's like, it's billed at the trailer's a beautiful thriller. It's fantastic, everything like that. You get to the movies. The movie starts. And DiCaprio, first minute of the movie, he gets killed off. Huh? And Kate Beckinsale, she's his widow, so you don't see her anymore after a minute. And, and Al Pacino has at the end of the movie, a 3-second cameo. And the rest is no-name actors, but that's billed as the greatest movie ever because it's DiCaprio. They're like, hey, that's exactly what we're getting from the NBA. I've had it. They need to come right, man. They need to come right. On the other hand, let's talk about the NHL. On the other hand, the NHL, wow. They send their best players to the Olympics. What a show we've got. What a show we've got. All the teams. I mean, look, it's not just the USA, Canada, Sweden, Finland. No, Slovakia is doing well. Switzerland's doing well. Germany's did well. You got the Dreisaitl's, you got the Nico Hirschius for the Swiss, the Dreisaitl's for the Germans. You've got all these good players coming to the Olympics. Fantastic, fantastic. They stopped the NHL season. They bring these guys out. They're doing a fantastic job. Their all-star game is fantastic. Finland, Sweden, the 4 nations, fantastic. The NHL is showing the NBA how it's done. I don't see NHL players taking 10 games off or 12 games off, and it's a way more physical game, way more tougher game to play. And they also got to play 82 games, and they also have playoffs, and they also have back-to-backs, and they also have 3 games in 7 days or 4 games in 7 days. But they're doing it correctly, man. The NHL is increasing their fan base through what they're doing. The NBA is decreasing their fan base. And then while we're on the NHL, we'll talk about the women's side of hockey. I just watched the women's Olympic gold medal game. USA against Canada. Unfreaking believable. Unfreaking believable. They played their hearts out. Good hockey. Good hockey. WNBA, oh my God, don't get me started. We will talk about them afterwards. No. Beautiful hockey. These women are up for it. They give everything. The best advertisement I've seen for women's hockey ever. I'm a total fan. I want to watch more women's hockey. I can't wait for the World Championships to watch more good women's hockey. Congratulations to the NHL and congratulations to the women's hockey. You guys are putting on a fantastic show. Great stuff. Great stuff. Now, now we get onto the joke. It's called the WNBA. I've got some stuff here I want to read. You're not going to believe this shit. I mean, your league has never made a profit. These owners have lost since this league has been in existence, between $500 to $1 billion. But you want more. Okay. Give them more. Give them a little bit more. Lose a little bit more money. Okay. But the amounts of money more that they want is ridiculous. Because look here, without Caitlin Clark, no one's watching your product anymore. Your product is not great. I mean, you have players like Angel Reese that actually think she's good. She breaks 1,000 shots on a layup, and then she says, well, I had 20 rebounds. Fucking hell, my 5-year-old can have 20 rebounds if he throws the ball up all the time and misses the shots. He's just like 19 offensive rebounds because you can't make a shot. That's why. Crazy. And then I'm reading something here. Just let me get to that because I want to quote this one correctly. Okay. The WNBA's proposal maximum salary, including revenue sharing payouts, would amount to nearly $1.3 million in 2026. We would all like to earn $1.3 million. You girls are not worth that. And we project to be approached, and it'll go up to $2 million by 2031. The Supermax in 2025 came in at $250,000. So that's up by almost 5 times, 6 times. The average player salary, including revenue sharing, was projected to reach $550,000 in 2026 and $780,000 by 2031. Good annual salary, up from $120,000 this year. The league is also said to have compromised in other areas, such as adding 2 new development roster spots, including pregnant player trade consent, eliminating marijuana testing. Are you on drugs? If marijuana is illegal in sports, I mean, if you're taking marijuana in the WNBA and you go to the Olympics and you get tested, you're banned. Marijuana is not legal. But I mean, fuck, I think they're all on drugs in any case in the WNBA since I've heard this bargaining agreement. What else do they want? Increase teams' contributions to players' 401k and retirement accounts, adding new team staffing and facility requirements, and debuting a recognition payment for current retirees. Charter flight travel is also said to be codified in the new agreement. Here, so you're getting a lot of stuff, and it's still not enough. If I'm the owners, I'm telling you now, if I'm owner A and let's say I own the Connecticut Sun or I own the New York Liberty, you know what I'm saying? Why the fuck should I be losing another $500 million over the next 5 to 6 years as an owner, combined with all the other owners, what is it, like 10 teams, 12 teams, 13 teams in the WNBA? So that's per team, an average loss of $30, $35 million. Why should I lose $35 million? For what? It's not bloody charity. You know what? If I'm the NBA owners, do me a favor, cancel the league, cancel that fucking ridiculous league, because those women obviously are just not worth it. I mean, you have people like Brianna Stewart, big. They make their own secondary league here, and she buggers off and plays for Fenerbahce Istanbul. It's all about themselves. It's not about the other. It's only the top players here. It's about them. Because the bottom players, I'm telling you, the players that were earning the minimum this year, they love this deal. They like, we'll sign on right now. But it's the big name players are not willing to sign on. That's the problem. That is the biggest problem. If I'm the owner, you know what? If I'm an NBA owner, you know what I'll do? I'll say, you know what? We cancel the league. We cancel the season. I was going to lose $35 million this year. I'm a billionaire. It doesn't really bother me. But you know what? Instead of giving it to people that don't appreciate it, players in the WNBA, let's give it to charity. Let's give that $35 million that I'm going to lose in any case. Let's give it to rebuilding housing in California there where those big fires were, or homeless shelters in Chicago, in Detroit, or wherever it is. That's money much better spent than spending it on these players. I mean, come on. I don't see a woman in Europe wanting all this crap. You go play for a team, you get your salary, they give you an apartment for the season that you're here. There you go. What's the problem? No, I'm off the WNBA. The only reason anybody actually ever bloody watches in any case is because of Cake and Clark, and the rest of them are a bunch of jokers. Let's be honest. That's just my opinion. You can have a different opinion. Then we move on. NCAA basketball. Well, hey, I can tell you one thing. That stuff is hotting up at the moment. Can't wait for March Madness. I think it starts second week of March. See, now I got my throat going because I was ranting. Rankings quickly there in the men's polls there. Yeah, of course you have the ATP and the coaches poll. But we'll have a look. We'll take the APT poll. No, we'll take the coaches poll. It doesn't really matter. They're both approximately the same. So Michigan's still out on top there, ahead of the Wolverines, obviously. Ahead of Houston, the Blue Devils of Duke, Arizona, UConn, Iowa, Purdue, Kansas. Look, Alabama, 25th spot at the bottom there. North Carolina not having a great season. Florida, Gonzaga. Look, it's going to be good. I love the first week of March Madness. I love when you have the 15th and the 16th seed. I love those upsets. Yes, of course, the Final Four is always big, and the Elite Eight and the Sweet 16 and all that stuff. But the first week is always the best when you have those lesser teams in there with the upsets. I love the upsets. You know, when a 1 plays a 16, something like that. That's where I'm going. But at the moment, looking good for Michigan. At the moment, 24-1 this season. Great stuff. Then we look at the women's side. Well, I do know what the rankings are on the women's side. It's the UConn Huskies. What are they? 28-0 now? 29-0? 27-0. Yeah, I'm trying to be too good to them. UConn, UCLA, South Carolina Gamecocks. On the men's side, I see more upsets happening. That's every year. On the women's side, look, let's be honest. UConn, UCLA, and South Carolina Gamecocks are making the Final Four unless some crazy stuff happens. And then Texas, Vanderbilt, Michigan, let's see who gets there as well. Maybe LSU and Louisville. But it's going to be interesting. I'm going to try to do a lot of the women and the guys games here, especially from the Elite Eight onwards. Try to do as much as I can. And especially if I can get some of the UConn games. So I do like the Huskies a lot. Then we move on to the NASCAR. And this weekend, it was the Daytona 500. Tyler Reddick winning that one. Car owned by Michael Jordan. Congratulations to Tyler Reddick. I mean, in the news, look, Mike's the GOAT. I love Michael Jordan. I grew up with Michael Jordan. I hate his shorts, his shoes. I mean, I put my tongue out and all that stuff. I actually split my tongue trying to be Michael Jordan. Trying. I'm just saying trying. But as much as we love Michael, I don't understand. The news is all about, oh, Michael owns the car, Michael this, Michael. Tyler Reddick won the race. Well done to Tyler Reddick. And the media got to, just lay off Michael Jordan for a second. The man is phenomenal. We know that he's an entrepreneur. He's a fantastic, he was a fantastic basketball player. He's a good car owner now. He's doing a lot of things right. But you got to give credit where credit is due. And Tyler Reddick is the guy that drove the car. It's like when Michael Jordan was playing, we weren't celebrating the guy that was. No one was celebrating Jerry Reinsdorf or those people. No, they were celebrating Michael and Scotty and Phil Jackson and Horace Grant. There you go. So well done to Tyler Reddick. So we got the NASCAR season underway. I like the new format again. I was never a fan of this playoff bullshit because, I mean, you could win 10 races this season and a guy that won one race could become champion. That's not where I'm going, not where I'm going with it. But kind of that is my across the pond for today. Look, next week's show is going to be fantastic because next week NBA will be back in full swing. NHL, I think, starts on Thursday next week. They'll have 2 or 3 days off after the Olympics. March Madness is coming up. We'll have more NASCAR. We'll know more about that CBA agreement on the women's side. NFL draft coming up in April. We'll be talking about that as well. Which teams should go for what players. Major League Baseball, it's not that far off from the summer camps again. 2-3 months' time. That stuff will be hitting us again. IndyCar will be starting as well in North America. So we've got a lot to talk about. Guys, if you have any comments, leave them down below. Let me know. Hope you enjoyed the show. I hope I didn't offend anybody with my views. I think that, WNBA, I've got to get back to them. You girls do a good job. You play well and everything. But hey, listen, you've got to know what you're worth. And those T-shirts pay us what we're worth. Well, if I look what the revenue is and I look what the loss of the league is, then you're worth nothing. If you don't make a profit, you're worth nothing. If no one, you people were selling tickets last year to get rid of them for $2 a. Don't tell me it wasn't like it was like it. You were selling tickets for $2, and then the press turns around and says, "Whoa! They've got more fans in the game." Listen here. Any league in the world can fill the stadium if you've got a little bit of good players and you decide to give the tickets away. Let's be honest. Right? That's just me, but I'm going to stop my rant. I'm going to stop the show now. Guys, have a great one. See you next weekend for Across the Pond again. And always remember, be healthy, be happy, and always take care and be safe. See you guys soon. Ciao, ciao.